What's up everybody, my name is Phil and welcome to Miranda Detailing, where we make satisfying detailing videos. In today's video we're working on this really cool older Audi W12. So guys, in this video we're detailing this Audi W12. Basically it's like two V6 engines side by side in this thing. It is a beast. Beautiful luxury car. It's an older model. I can't remember the exact year. This customer just acquired it, and we've done his other vehicles before, but he just got this one and it needed some sprucing up. So it needed some polishing. The interior needs to be cleaned up. But we're primarily going to focus on the exterior, and it's a beautiful dark blue metallic, and it definitely has some haziness and some swirls and some defects and other things going on with the paint. The paint enhancement is really going to bring it back to life and make it look amazing. So there's some other things that he's going to take care of later on the vehicle. There's some other little repairs and things in the inside that just need to be addressed, but this car is pretty awesome. We're going to clean it, decontaminate it, polish it, and seal it. And you'll notice that we're working outdoors again. And usually for the paint enhancements, I can go mobily because, it's nice to be here in the garage and do it, but at least with that, it's not a full paint correction. And with my wife and I, we can get it done in about half a day, which is not too bad. So we can do it on site, which is great. Much easier for the customer to deal with also. We're dealing with a little bit of sun. We do have a little bit of shade, but it's doable. It's not too bad. So guys, enjoy the video. We'll see you at the end. So guys, if you're interested in any of the tools or the products that you're going to see in the video, then check out the links down below. I have a bunch that go to Amazon and also to carguysupplies.com. There's a ton of different detailing products and tools on that site, so go check them out as well. You can click on any of the links down below. So guys, if you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe. Definitely click that bell. That way you get notifications each time our videos drop each week and you don't miss stuff. And check out the playlist that we have. We have a ton of different interior and exterior detailing videos. We have paint corrections, coatings, paint enhancements, all sorts of stuff, reviews, how-tos. So definitely check out some of the links down below and check out the playlists. This Audi W12 is awesome. It's definitely dirty, and those wheels, well, the pitting in there is not going to completely come out, but we'll do our best. It does have some grime and maybe tar and gum from the road. And check out that solar panel in the sunroof. The interior was beautiful. Very plush, all sorts of cool options. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of the interior to show you, but we're going to show you how we clean and polish the paint. It has its fair share of swirls and light scratching and some hazing, so we're going to reduce that and amp up the gloss. So we start with our engine bay cleaning, making sure that everything is nice and clean in there and degreased. And then I go ahead and degrease and rinse out all the door jambs as well. So this stage is basically the rinse and the APC rinse to soften any of the dirt and road grime that's on the lower portions of the vehicle. Now here I'm going through with the tornador and a brush and just hitting all of the areas that were a little grungier that the power washer and the degreaser didn't quite clean out completely. But that's looking good, so let's continue on with the wash process. So here we're using our foam cannon, and I layer the entire vehicle in foam. And that really does start to break down any of the junk on the paint, and then I continue with the wash process as the foam is on the vehicle. It's just more efficient and easier to do it this way, and then I continue with the brush and get all of the emblems and the tight areas that the wash mitt couldn't get into. So now it's on to the wheels. Now the cleaner we're using is actually from Nanoskin. It's an organic acid-based cleaner, and I needed it for these rims. Now that's not going to damage anything. These are clear-coated aluminum rims, but it did help to reduce that brake dust that was on the wheels. It eats it up and removes the top layer. There was still a little bit on there, as you'll see later, but they looked much brighter. So now with the rinsing complete, we're going to move on to polishing. So my favorite HD Speed, or now 3D Speed, and my orange Lake Country pad, we're going to tackle those swirls. Now you may notice that I'm working in full sun. Well, not really. Partial sun, partial shade, but that panel was in the direct sunlight, basically so I can show you the results. But I do this all the time because really sometimes I just don't have any choice. But you work in small sections as you saw there. Now the paint is starting to show some progress. You can see that those swirls are reduced dramatically. Now this is just a one step, this is not a full correction, so you're not going to see those swirls completely go away, but for this vehicle, this is what the customer wanted. So I was happy with that. Let's continue around the entire vehicle. Now the shade was creeping in a little bit, so that was nice, so I was able to work the product in a little bit of a larger area than I usually would. Again, you can see the dramatic difference. Now the blue metallic flake is really starting to show. Now you'll notice that my wife is tackling the interior, so I didn't get a lot of interior shots, but we'll show you in the end how the interior looks. Now I'm working my way around the vehicle, and you may notice in the lower left-hand corner is my rolling tool cart. I loved having that rolling tool cart with me. It makes things so much easier. Now as I polish each panel, I do use my compressed air to blow out the pad each time, and that does reduce the residue and the dusting on the pad. And with most polishes and all-in-ones, it's going to build up on the pad, so you don't want that to reduce the effects of the cutting on that pad. So blowing it out like this each time helps reduce that buildup of residue and product in the pad. But when you do notice that your pad is building up product and the air compressor isn't working, then it's time to switch out to a new pad. I usually go through 2, maybe 3 pads on a job like this, depending on how much buildup is on the pad. But if you clean it out using compressed air, you can really prolong the amount of time that you use with that pad. Plus, if you're working in the hot sun, it's going to build up heat, so it does cool the pad a little bit as well. So here's a great example of the rear fender with some heavy swirls. let's tackle those. And again, I'm working in direct sunlight, but working in smaller sections. Those heavy swirls are gone. So let's look at the end result. The heavy swirling is gone. You're left with some minor swirls, which is completely fine for a single stage. The wheels, they really cleaned up nicely as well. Don't look too close. That rust and the pitting from the brake dust is still there a little bit, but from a distance you really don't notice it. Guys, so the Audi is done. As you saw, it really came out great, and despite working outdoors, you can get some amazing results. So if this is going to be a full paint correction, I would definitely have it at my garage. I don't do paint corrections mobily unless they have a garage and I can do it in their garage. Otherwise, it's much better to have it here in our garage where we have our lights set up, semi-climate controlled, and I can just take my time on it and, you know, enjoy the process as well. But it came out beautiful. That blue metallic paint, the metallic really pops now in the sun, and it is looking beautiful. You may have noticed that the wheels had that pitting in there. A lot of it came out, but you know, for the most part, when wheels are pitted like that really, really bad, they need to be refurbished. But they look great anyway, and he may tackle that later on. So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, it is looking beautiful, it's protected and ready to go. Sorry I didn't get any interior shots. My wife actually really took care of the inside, and it's that nice light beige color in the interior, which is beautiful, the carpets and the leather, and it cleaned up great. It did have some damaged spots and some wear, like worn down spots here and there, but otherwise it came out really, really nice. So customer was happy, and that's what we want. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like it, share with others who may enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and click that bell. That way you get notifications each time our videos drop each week and you don't miss stuff. And if you're interested in any of the tools or the products that you saw in today's video, then check out the links down below. I have a ton that go to Amazon if you prefer to buy your products and tools on Amazon, or check out carguysupplies.com. They have a ton of awesome detailing products and tools as well, and they carry some other lines of products that you don't find on Amazon. So definitely check them out. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a great week.